think I can do this. So my name is Fredrika Gullfot, as you heard, and I'm the founder and CEO of Simris, or Simris Alg. And what we are in the startup community, we would call ourselves an ag tech or a food tech company. But we are an agribusiness based in southern Sweden, and we grow algae to target the omega-3 market mainly. In the omega-3 market, omega-3s are a group of essential fatty acids that we need to obtain from our diet. And sometimes people think, well, omega-3, it sounds like a really, really niche thing. Can it really make an impact? Is there really a market? Well, in fact, the market for omega-3 products is worth $32 billion globally, which is actually twice the value of the market of the global music industry, which we in Sweden often talk about as one of the really, really hot industries out there. And there is a big problem within the omega-3 industry, and that is the commodity, that is fish oil. So normally we would obtain our omega-3s from the diet when we eat fatty fish. Now people today don't eat enough fatty fish anymore, our diets have changed and so on. So we rely more and more on supplements and fortified food. And the ingredient that is used to make omega-3s is mainly fish oil, because it's in the fatty tissue of the fish that we find those omegas. And what you see here is one single catch. It's one fishing net out there with 400 tons of jack mackerel. Jack mackerel is one of these fish that is used widely to make fish meal and fish oil. And the amount of jack mackerel in the ocean has decreased from 30 million tons to 3 million tons in just 20 years. So the World Wildlife Foundation has done scenarios and has seen that half of the life in the ocean has gone extinct within the last 30 years. So half of the life in the ocean is actually already gone. And 90% of the large species, such as sharks or whalefish or dolphins, they are already gone. 90% gone in the last 30 years. So the situation in the ocean is actually as devastating as we see in climate, or even worse, because we are not only on the verge of a catastrophe, the ecological catastrophe is already there. And the sad thing about this, that part of the driving forces to this is actually the omega-3 industry, because the omega-3 fats are a very high value commodity, so they provide economic drivers for the malpractice we see in the oceans today. So, and the tragedy of it all is that fish oil is not even a very good ingredient, because it contains environmental toxins such as PCB, dioxins, and heavy metals that accumulate in the fatty tissue of the fish and end up in the fish oil. And there is a solution to that, and that is using algae instead. You might have guessed it by now. Because the thing is that in nature, omega-3s are actually not produced by fish. They are produced by tiny little algae in the oceans, which the fish obtain through their diet. So as you can see here, one way to make omega-3s is to let little shrimps eat the algae, and then little fish will eat those, and then the big fish will eat those, and then you will take the fish and you will grind it down and make fish oil from it. There's a smarter way to do it, and that's to take the algae and to obtain the omega-3s directly from them, and you get an omega-3 product that contains exactly the same omega-3s as in fish and in fish oil. So that's what we have done at Simris. So we have developed a proprietary process to grow omega-3s, or to grow algae to produce omega-3s. And we have actually been at industrial scale since 2016, when we built our large-scale facility. We had been running a pilot for a couple of years, and then we decided to raise capital and to grow it at industrial scale. And that's what we did last year. At the same time, also we did an IPO here at the Nasdaq First North. And what we do is that we actually produce omega-3 consumer products under our own brand, because we see that there is a lot of value to be gained from having a fully vertical business model when you do consumer products. Also, we target a premium segment with our omega-3s, where we feel that no other fish oil product or even any other algae product really can take it, because we actually grow these omega-3s ourselves. There are roughly 80 to 100 brands out there already selling omega-3s from algae, but all of them are made from the same ingredient provider, which is DSM, a large global biotechnology firm who acquired Marchek, an algae firm, in 2011 for $1.1 billion. So there's huge potential on this market. Apart from this product, which is targeted basically to everyone, we also have a product targeted to athletes or people who like to see themselves as athletes. It also has an extra boost of antioxidants from algae in there. And we also have a product targeted and pregnant and nursing mothers who have an increased demand for omega-3s in order for the fetus and the breast-born infant to grow properly. So these are already selling today at Apoteket here in Sweden, apoteket.se. So all the other products will be released through Apoteket in October when we obtain our novel foods approval from the EU Commission, which is due in October this year. We also just released in Berlin, actually, last week at the Bikini Berlin during the Vogue Fashion Night Out. So we work heavily on the branding positioning here on our products. So that is Simris. And I'm not as much over time as the last speaker, but half a minute. Thank you.
But, your story is so exciting. Yes. I really, really love it. And how many capsules is a good idea per day? 1 or 2?
2 capsules per day. So there is 60 capsules in one bottle.
And
so
what is the price of a 60
We are
capsule?
Quite pricey. We run at 440 crowns at consumer level with our omegas. So
440, it's 44 euros.
Yes.
Okay. 62 per day, 30 days. 44 euros is good for 30 days, right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Is it a smart investment, do you think? Raise your hand if you want to eat omega-3. Okay.
Thank you.
I think you have to collect a lot of business cards, right? And let me know when I can buy it in Berlin, yeah?
You can already get them
I'm
there.
ready to start my omega-3 diet anytime.
Good. Thank you. Cheers.
Super.